The story explodes open with a jarring image. A thin boy with torn, dirt-stained clothes standing barefoot on Italian marble floors worth more than most Legos homes. His calloused hands hover over an infant wrapped in silk sheets inside a custom-made crib that costs 3 million naira. The tension is visceral. Ife Okeke, draped in diamonds and designer lace, stands frozen in horror, watching this street child touch her dying daughter after 17 of the world's most expensive doctors have declared the case hopeless. The boy doesn't look at the watching adults. Instead, he closes his eyes and inhales deeply, his nostrils flaring like a hunting dog catching a scent. Then his eyes snap open with frightening certainty. He points a dirty finger at the gleaming mahogany wardrobe in the corner and speaks words that will change everything. "That thing is killing your baby." Chief Marcus Okeke, a man who controls pharmaceutical empires across 3 continents, finds himself holding his breath, caught between desperate hope and the absurdity of trusting his daughter's life to a homeless child who smells like the streets. Welcome to Mr. Bryan's Tale, where every story takes you on an unforgettable journey. Whether it's thrilling adventures, heartwarming moments, or tales that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, this is your destination for captivating storytelling. If you love getting lost in exciting narratives and discovering new worlds with every video, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on the next amazing tale. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Chief Marcus Okeke's Victoria Island estate is introduced. 24-bedroom palace, imported marble Olympic pool, but the wealth feels hollow. His 6-month-old daughter has been declining for 2 months. Temperature spikes, unexplained rashes, difficulty breathing. The family has flown in specialists from Johns Hopkins, Great Ormond Street, Mayo Clinic. 70 million naira spent on tests, treatments, experimental drugs. Nothing works. The doctors leave with expensive theories, but no answers. Ife Okeke has stopped sleeping, stationed permanently by the crib. Marcus, a man accustomed to solving problems with money and power, is learning the terrifying limits of both. Late one night, Marcus's Mercedes suffers a mysterious breakdown near Eko Bridge, a place his kind never stops. While waiting for roadside assistance, he wanders into the shadows beneath the overpass. There he discovers an entire invisible city, the homeless of Lagos creating community in the margins. He's about to leave when he sees something impossible. A thin boy, no older than 12, kneeling beside an elderly woman with a badly infected leg wound. The boy is grinding leaves between stones, mixing them with water from a plastic bottle, and applying the paste while speaking quiet words in Igbo. Marcus watches, transfixed, as the woman's face relaxes from agony to relief within minutes. When Marcus approaches and offers money, Chidike refuses. "My grandfather taught me healing is not for buying and selling," the boy says with dignity that contradicts his torn clothes. Marcus explains his daughter's situation. Chidike listens, then quietly asks questions that no doctors asked. What is new in her room? What came from outside your country? What smells sweet but wrong? Marcus makes the unthinkable decision to bring Chidike home. The car ride itself is a study in contrasts. Leather seats and air conditioning versus the boy who hasn't bathed in days. Chidike stares out the window at the Lagos he's never truly seen from inside a vehicle. When they arrive at the mansion, the gate guards exchange shocked looks. Inside, Ife's reaction is immediate and explosive. She confronts Marcus in rapid, furious Igbo. "You brought a street rat into our home? Near our daughter?" The household staff whisper and stare, but Marcus is unmoved. 17 doctors have failed. What do we have to lose? Chidike stands silent through the argument, eyes downcast, every muscle in his body screaming that he doesn't belong. Only when Marcus leads him to the nursery does the boy's demeanor shift. He becomes focused, purposeful, almost predatory in his intensity. What happens next will be talked about in the Okeke household for years. Chidike enters the baby's room and immediately closes his eyes. He inhales deeply through his nose, turning slowly in a circle like an animal tracking prey. Ife gasps, horrified. What is he doing? The boy ignores her. He sniffs the air near the crib, near the windows, near the expensive mobile hanging above the baby's head. Then he moves to the far corner where a massive mahogany wardrobe stands, imported from Italy, installed just 3 months ago. Chidike presses his face near its surface and recoils as if struck. "Here," he says quietly. "This is killing her." Marcus and Ife exchange bewildered looks. The wardrobe? It's furniture. Beautiful, expensive furniture. Chidike explains in halting but certain terms. The smell is wrong. Sweet but poison, like flowers that eat insects. My grandfather taught me. The new wood from far places. Sometimes they paint it with bad medicine to make it shine. The bad medicine goes into the air. Babies breathe it. He points to how the wardrobe's back is pressed flush against the wall, trapping fumes. Every night she sleeps here, she breathes the poison. Ife refuses to believe it. She demands they call the doctors back. Get real medical opinions. But Marcus has seen something in the boy's eyes. Conviction born from experience, not theory. He orders the wardrobe moved. It takes 4 workers to shift a massive piece. Behind it, they discover a wall discolored with strange, oily residue. The smell that escapes is sickeningly sweet, chemical. Even the workers cough and step back. The room has never been properly ventilated. The luxury nursery with its sealed windows has been functioning as a gas chamber. Marcus feels his knees weaken. His wealth, his insistence on only the best, has been slowly killing his daughter. Chidike wastes no time. He asks for specific herbs, neem leaves, bitter leaf, aloe, roots whose names he says in Igbo. When the confused staff can't find them, Chidike asks for permission to leave. Hours later, he returns with a cloth bag, having navigated to the herbal markets of Lagos with the few naira Marcus gave him. In the kitchen, watched by suspicious staff, he begins preparing his remedy. Chidike's treatment is not dramatic. There are no miracles in the first hour, no Hollywood moments of instant recovery. He applies a paste to the baby's chest and feet. He makes her drink drops of bitter, liquid mixed with breast milk. He burns specific herbs in the room, replacing toxic fumes with cleansing smoke. Then comes the hardest part. Waiting. Day 1, no change. The baby still struggles to breathe, still burns with fever. Ife's hostility hardens. You see? He's a fraud. Day 2, the baby seems worse. She vomits the herbal mixture. Ife demands a rush to the hospital. Marcus, torn and terrified, holds firm. For days. We give him 4 days. Day 3. Tension in the mansion is suffocating. The staff openly question Marcus's sanity. Chidike himself, housed in a guest room he's too afraid to touch anything in, barely sleeps. He returns every few hours to check the baby, adjust the remedy, pray quiet words his grandfather taught him. At night, Marcus finds a boy crying in the garden. What if I'm wrong? Chidike whispers. What if I kill her? Marcus is beside him. 2 males from different worlds, united in fear and desperate hope. Dawn of the 4th day arrives with silence that feels holy. Ife, who hasn't left the nursery, notices it first. The baby's breathing has changed, deeper, easier. The rash on her skin is fading. When she touches her daughter's forehead, she freezes. The fever has broken. She screams for Marcus, who runs into the room in his sleeping clothes. The baby opens her eyes, truly opens them, and focuses on her mother's face the first time in weeks. Then she smiles. That small, toothless smile shatters every wall in the mansion. Ife weeps, clutching her daughter. Marcus stands motionless, unable to process the magnitude of what a homeless boy has accomplished where the world's finest doctors failed. When Chidike appears in the doorway, summoned by the commotion, Ife looks at him with new eyes. She crosses the room and does something that defies every social boundary. She touches the street boy's face with trembling hands. "Forgive me," she whispers in Igbo. "I didn't see you. I see you now." 1 week later, the baby is thriving. She's gained weight, laughs easily, reaches for toys. The imported wardrobe has been destroyed. The nursery has been stripped and rebuilt with locally sourced, properly cured materials. Independent toxicology tests confirmed Chidike's diagnosis. The varnish contained illegal levels of formaldehyde and other volatile organic compounds. Chief Marcus has had time to think. He summons Chidike to his study, the same study where he makes deals that move millions. But today his voice shakes. You saved my daughter's life. My money, my connections, my pride, none of it mattered. But you... He pauses, gathering himself. I want to give you anything you want. Money, a house for your relatives. Name it. Chidike stands silent for a long moment, looking at this powerful man with new understanding. I want to go to school, he finally says. I want to learn the book medicine, to go with my grandfather's medicine. So next time, people will believe me from the start. 6 months later, Chidike Okeke, he now carries a family name legally, sits in the front row at Lagos's most prestigious secondary school, his uniform crisp, his homework immaculate. But he returns home every weekend, and home is now the mansion. Ife has become fiercely protective of him, treating him with the same devotion she shows her biological daughter. The Okeke family has established the Chidike Traditional Medicine Research Foundation, partnering with universities to scientifically study and validate indigenous healing practices. Chidike trains researchers in his grandfather's methods while learning chemistry and biology in return. The story concludes at the baby's first birthday party. Amid the celebration, Chidike slips away to the garden and places flowers at a small memorial stone Marcus erected. It reads, "In honor of the healers beneath the bridges, the wisdom we almost lost." As Chidike stands there, Marcus joins him, father and adopted son, side by side. Your grandfather will be proud, Marcus says quietly. Chidike smiles, no longer the invisible boy from beneath the bridge, but not entirely transformed either. He carries both worlds now, bridge and mansion, ancient and modern. I think, Chidike says, looking at the house full of love and light, he already knows.
The end of Chidike's journey, but not ours. From the shadows beneath Eko Bridge to the marble floors of Lagos's grandest mansion, we've witnessed how true wisdom recognizes no boundaries, how a child dismissed by society held the knowledge that wealth and privilege could not buy. Chidike's story reminds us that miracles often come from the most unexpected places, and that the greatest treasures are not always found in imported luxuries, but sometimes in the calloused hands of those we've learned not to see. But here's the truth. Stories like this, stories that move hearts, challenge assumptions, and remind us of our shared humanity, take time, research, and passion to craft. Every tale I bring to you on Mr. Brian's Tale is carefully woven to not just entertain, but to transform the way you see the world. If Chidike's journey touched your heart, I need you to do 3 simple things. Subscribe to Mr. Brian's Tale, join a community that believes in the power of storytelling to change lives. Every subscription tells me you're ready for the next unforgettable story. Hit that like button. It seems small, but your like pushes the story to others who need to hear it. Someone out there needs to be reminded that hope exists in unexpected places. Drop a comment. Tell me, what moment in Chidike's story moved you most? Your words fuel my passion and guide the stories I tell next.